The allure of the pawpaw is just how unusual it is.
It's that time of year again. Kids are headed back to school, nights are getting colder, and the pawpaw fruit is ripe for the picking. That's right, that tropical native fruit growing in parts of Pennsylvania is back in season. Hi, I'm your host, Julia Bischoff, and on this episode of the LNP Lancaster Online Podcast, we're talking all about pawpaws, from fruit facts to going to find them myself, and a taste test. The pawpaw is the largest edible fruit in North America and piques the interest of fruit lovers every year. But to be honest, I hadn't heard of a pawpaw before my colleague Erin Negley here at LNP filled me in. To learn more, I went to the Horn Farm Center in Hellam, York County, and met up with Andrew Leahy.
I am the Education and Outreach Specialist for the Horn Farm Center. I spend a lot of my time here at the Horn Farm teaching many of our foraging and ecology classes. So we offer a range of classes throughout the year focused on connecting people to the local landscape and ways of living in closer connection to nature. Today in particular, since it's September, I'm here to talk about the pawpaw, the Asimina triloba, which is a fruit that ripens in wild spaces around the lower Susquehanna region this time of year.
The Horn Farm Center has a couple of crops growing in their field, from bright-colored sunflowers to an assortment of vegetables, some of which are a part of community gardens. But beyond those rows is a wilder patch toward the back of the property near Route 30. It's kept that way to give people an idea of what it's like to forage in the wild. Hidden in this portion was a cluster of pawpaw trees. It was here that Andrew and I chatted more about the fruit.
The other thing I like to tell people about pawpaws, because it's truly fascinating, is about the flavor. The flavor of pawpaw is reminiscent of tropical fruits, so mangoes, bananas, pineapples. It has hints of all of those elements in its flavor, which is fascinating because it technically is a tropical fruit. It's a member of the plant family Ananaceae, which is the same plant family where you find soursop and cherimoya and other what are called custard apple fruits, indigenous to Central America and South America.
The flavor profile is part of why people find the fruit so fascinating, and it's also kind of an underground favorite. Not literally, of course. The fruit grows from the tree far from the ground. But the season only lasts a few weeks in September, and you're not going to find it in the grocery store.
So for instance, one of the things with pawpaws, not only does it have a short season, but it also has a very short shelf life. So once the fruit falls off the tree, once it's ripe, you need to get it fast or else it's going to start decomposing pretty quickly. It has a short shelf life, it resists shipping and all of those other things.
Which is why cultivating them isn't too common, but people still do plant them. The Horn Farm Center has a few trees for fruit production specifically, and the ones Andrew and I stood near were also planted intentionally. The wild ones and the cultivated ones still look a little different from each other.
Obviously a very different looking plant. This is an orchard of pawpaw trees, so they're grown specifically for fruit productivity, which is why they're more stout and why they're in full sun.
But if you're planning to go out and forage them yourself, here's what you'll want to look for.
So you'll find it in dry uplands, you'll find it in low, moist, shady areas. The pawpaw tree, what you're looking for is an understory tree, meaning a tree that grows maybe to 15-20 feet in height and tops off below the canopy. In my experience, foraging pawpaws, haven't found any particular plant communities growing around it. In fact, what is pretty distinct to me with regard to pawpaws is the fact that the pawpaws themselves form very dense groves, very dense clusters. They have really big leaves that create very dense shade, so when you're in a pawpaw patch, the shadiness is like very distinct relative to the rest of the forest.
That doesn't always guarantee you'll find the fruit though. Sometimes a pawpaw patch contains trees that are genetic copies of each other, which means they can't produce fruit because
they're what's called self-incompatible. They actually need genetically distinct individuals, like so pollen from another tree really, in order to produce viable fruit, which is why in pawpaw groves you might have an instance where you have an entire pawpaw grove with hundreds of trees, covering like half an acre of forest, but not a single pawpaw fruit. And it hasn't produced any fruit because it hasn't been pollinated by any kind of like trees nearby. Individual trees will send out these underground stems in all directions, and those stems will actually shoot up clones of that same tree nearby. And so in effect, what happens is that pawpaws create these really dense and shady groves of just pawpaw trees. And oftentimes all the pawpaw trees within that grove are actually just the same individual pawpaw tree that's sent up all these shoots that are growing in all different directions.
And while we love to talk about pawpaws now, it wasn't always something that was celebrated. Native Americans harvested them from the land long before European colonizers came around.
Pawpaw has a rich cultural history, and there can be an entire podcast just on that. Certainly part of the story of pawpaws and why they're so widespread here on the eastern side of the United States is indigenous tending practices. And we have evidence that many indigenous tribes were not just subsisting on wild pawpaw populations, but were actively tending and fostering the health of pawpaws. So, for instance, the DeSoto expedition in the lower Appalachian region, I believe it was like Mississippi, Alabama, that area, wrote in those travel journals seeing pawpaw groves, orchard-like pawpaw groves being grown by the people in those places. Around the Ohio and western Pennsylvania region, as well as other tribes around Appalachia, the pawpaw moon is referred to with regard to September. So it was a part of the calendar, really, for multiple indigenous tribes. They recognize it as sort of a seasonal marker, indicating the transition from the summer to the fall.
But after colonization, views changed, and Europeans soon looked down on eating pawpaws.
When colonists came over and discovered the pawpaw, they also had varying opinions of it. Some people really took a liking to it. In fact, George Washington, it was his favorite fruit, allegedly. But then there are other cases where pawpaw was sort of put down, was sort of dismissed by kind of elitist European ideals about culture and food and things like that. It has, again, like I said, a very distinct flavor. The smell can be off-putting to some people, even the flavor. And in many ways, this was used in Europe to fuel some anti-indigenous rhetoric. The pawpaw kind of became a part of that. And the same with enslaved peoples as well. It became associated with like lowliness and with the kind of margins of society.
And during the Great Depression, it earned the name poor man's banana.
Because during the Depression, when bananas and other imported fruits weren't as widely available and not as affordable, pawpaw experienced a little bit of a revival in public attention because people were turning more to fruits that were available on the local landscape that they could harvest.
But now views are a little different. There's even a whole festival dedicated to celebrating the fruit. The Pawpaw Festival is Saturday, September 20th at the Horn Farm Center in York County.
Certainly there will be fresh pawpaw fruit for sale, both cultivated varieties and wild harvested fruits. So people can come, they can purchase multiple different varieties of pawpaws and actually sample them. Pawpaw trees will be available for purchase as well, as in addition to other pawpaw products, pawpaw merchandise. Again, that really short season, these are products that you won't find anywhere else at any other time of year.
And there's even some fun twists on pawpaws.
Think pawpaw hot sauce. I heard one of our vendors might be doing pawpaw donuts, pawpaw chutney. So just unique pawpaw products. Pawpaw beer is on the menu this year. So folks can expect to find certainly plenty of pawpaws galore, as well as a makers and vendors market. Educational activities, we host tours of the Horn Farm here, tours of the pawpaw orchard.
All in all, there will be thousands of pounds of pawpaws. But in order to enjoy them, Andrew says you might want to come prepared with a very specific item.
One thing we like to promote to people is to BYOS, or bring your own spoon, so that they can sample them on site when they purchase their pawpaws.
You will need a ticket to get inside the festival, which you can find on their website, hornfarmcenter.org. The festival does sound super fun, but I still wanted to try my hand at finding one myself. While I was at Horn Farm with Andrew, the trees we were standing next to happened to drop 2 pawpaws. So I got a taste of one there.
It's a lucky day too, because this tree that over there dropped some of these fruits,
Yes.
and so I'll let you try one.
Yeah. It is like exactly like a cross between a mango and a banana.
Exactly, yeah.
This pawpaw is seriously good. But I still wanted to get the full experience. So I went to a nearby trail along the Susquehanna River to give it a try. I wasn't expecting much, since I've never tried this before, but as soon as I got on the trail, pawpaw trees were everywhere. None of the trees I was seeing had any fruit on them though, so I pushed further down the trail. Some of the trees were shorter, younger, and closer to the path, but other ones grew high above my head and stood further back from the walking trail. After a few minutes, I finally saw it. A cluster of pawpaws growing on a branch. I walked over and touched them, hard as a rock. That's when I remembered Andrew told me it's best to look for pawpaws on the ground, since they're more likely to be ripe. So I kept walking, keeping a close eye on the ground, and before long, I got lucky. A green pawpaw caught my eye from under an older tree. Shaking the trees to see if maybe one will fall out. But it looks like I found a good one down here. So I am going to grab it and taste it, and I will bring it back to this part of the forest, I promise. It was no longer than my pointer finger and had dark brown black splotches on it. Now I could have had this pawpaw for myself, but I already had one that day. So I wanted to try and get the reaction from a friend who had never had one either. Luckily, I was meeting up with a friend from Maryland.
My name's Megan Barnes. I live in Washington, D.C., Gemini. Met Julia in college, and now we're here to taste a pawpaw. And I didn't think that our friendship would lead to this, but I'm excited.
When I texted her asking if she had ever heard of a pawpaw, she responded with, "You mean like somebody's grandpa?" So obviously the perfect candidate for a taste test. I started by having her smell it.
Ooh, it kind of smells like... Ooh, it smells like an already existing fruit. Is that what a banana smells like? So it smells like a banana.
Then we cut open the skin, which you should not eat, exposing the orangey soft insides of the fruit. How would you describe this texture? I'm gonna refrain.
Soft. It's mango. It's mango texture. Very mango-esque.
A little bit softer.
Yeah, but softer than mango, but same like feeling as a mango. It's got like a grittiness to it too. It kind of tastes like a tropical mento. Like a mango mento.
Okay.
Like, you know, when you have... Folks at home know what I'm talking about. I actually really enjoy that. It's
like
got
a
a
really
very
good flavor.
nice, like mango-y texture and or taste. I really do enjoy that.
Once we had our feast, I was careful not to throw the seeds away. I would be bringing them back to where I found the fruit. Andrew says that this is part of being a good steward of the environment.
So I would say a good stewardship practice with pawpaws would be every time you harvest pawpaws to hold on to those seeds, and then to either give those seeds to people who are growing them, or to bring those seeds back into the woodlands where you can see potential spaces that pawpaws might thrive, and to spread those seeds.
So Megan's overall reaction?
Nature's crazy. There's a whole world out there we don't understand. But now I'm slowly understanding it one pawpaw at a time. It was pawpaw-tastic. It was pawpaw perfect. It was pawpaw-fict. It was awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for listening to this episode of LNP Lancaster Online Podcasts. You can find more information about the Pawpaw Festival on our website, lancasteronline.com, as well as all of our podcast episodes. If you liked this episode, make sure you rate and review us on your favorite podcast platform, and make sure you're subscribed so you can stay up to date on the new ones. See you next time!